Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about comparing numbers using less than, greater than, or equal to. Let's make that a little bit bigger. We're also talking about arranging numbers from least to greatest and greatest to least. We're also going to be talking about unit form a little bit because that's part of our questions you're going to see on the test. So let's start with comparing numbers. If I want to compare, let's say, 83,209, and I want to compare that to 83,175. So some of you are going to look at this problem and say, Mr. Brown, I know how to do it. I don't need help. We don't need to go over this, but you're here, and we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to start at our largest place value, which here is my 10,000s. I have 8 10,000s. I have 8 10,000s here, and I have 8 10,000s here. They're both the same. I need to keep moving. I have 3,000 here, and I have 3,000 here. They're also the same. Got to keep moving. Here I have 200s, and here I have 100. I know my 200 is bigger than 100, so my answer is greater than. 83,209, 209, is greater than 83,175. We'll do one more, and then I'll give you one to solve on your own. If I have 190,862, I'm going to compare that to 190,875. Okay? Same thing. I want to start at my largest place value, which here's my 100,000. And I can even look at all my thousands together. 190 and 190. They're all the same. So I need to keep moving. I need to keep going until I get the smallest one that's different. My thousands are the same. And then I have my difference is finally going to happen at the tens. Here I have 6 tens. Here I have 7 tens. I know 7's bigger than 6. So my answer is less than. Okay, we've gone over a few. I want you to try this one on your own. 802,092. Compare that to 812,092. All right, go ahead and work on that. And we're back. Let's talk about this problem. Hopefully y'all got it right. We're able to look. I have 800,000s, 800,000s. Here I have 0 10,000s. Here I have 1 10,000. So my answer is less than. Now let's clear this board and let's try to talk about arranging numbers from least to greatest. So when we're arranging numbers from least to greatest, we're going from our smallest number to our biggest number. Let's give you 3 numbers to start with. We have 8,704, 8,403. Sorry about that. That was a phone call. And our last number will be 8,621. These are pretty small numbers to work with, and you'll be working with larger ones in a little bit. When we order them from smallest to biggest, we need to look at our largest place value first, just like before. Here, they all have the same number of thousands. They all have 8,000, so I can't do anything there. Then I can look at the hundreds place. Here's where I have a lot of differences. And I tend to kind of round in my head. Here I have 8,400, 8,600, 8,700. I already see my smallest one. This is my smallest, so that's going to be number 1. My second smallest is 8,600. It's going to be number 2. And then my last one, my biggest one, is 8,704. And that's 3. When I write my answer, I will rewrite the numbers. 8,403, 8,621, 8,704. Let's try to do a little bit of a harder one now. Let's clear our boards. We'll keep it from smallest to greatest, or from least to greatest. Now let's try 4 numbers. Let's do 74,300, 74,281, 73,845, and 74,841. We have a lot of similar numbers here. Once again, let's start at the 10,000s place, our largest place value. They're all the same. They're all 7s. We need to move on. Okay, here at the thousands place, I have my differences. Here's something different. I have a 3. Right there, I know that is my smallest number. I can start right there and I can write it down. 73,845. I can even cross that out to know I don't need to worry about it anymore. Let's look at let me get a different color, and let's look at our hundreds. I have more change here, right? I have 3, 2, and an 8. I know that 2 is the lowest number, so that will be second. I know 3 is next, that's third, and I know 4 will be this one because it has the 8 in the hundreds place. I can keep going here and I can finish my answer. Now I have everything labeled. 74,281, 74,300, 74,841. I can do a quick check. Yep, that's correct. 73 is lower than 74. 74,200, 74,300, 74,800. And I know I kind of rounded right there, and that's okay to do in your head. I can think about it. That's about 74. It's close to 300, but it's less than 300 because it's 81. My 74,841, that goes right there. Let's give you guys one to try on your own. Let's keep ordering from least to greatest. And let's give you 107,200, 107,204, 106,781, and 192,000. Go ahead and arrange these in order from greatest to least. I'm sorry, from least to greatest, smallest to largest. We are back. Let's review that answer. Right away, I can tell I have a very large number here. Because all my 100,000 I have 9,000. That's going to be my 4th number, my biggest one. I can look. I have 2 7s in my thousands place and 1 6. So this is going to be my smallest number. So that's going to be my number 1. That's really far out of the way. Let's make it smaller. Take my number 1. Here I have 107,204, 107,200, 200 smaller than 204. That's 2. And here's 3. Now that I have that labeled, I can write it out. 106,781. 107,200, 107,204, 192,000. Smallest to biggest, least to greatest. And now let's try something a little different. So now let's talk about comparing numbers when they're in unit form. In unit form, you might see numbers like 98,081, and we're going to compare that to 9 10,000s, 8,000s, 300s, and 2 10s. So remember, when working in unit form, I like to imagine a place value chart. Within that place value chart, I can put my numbers in there. I have 9 10,000s. Sorry, one second. I have 9 10,000s. I have 8,000. Oops, that was 100,000. Whoops. 9 10,000s, you gotta be careful. 8,000s, 300s, 2 10s, and 0 1s. Now I can compare this pretty easily. I still have 98, but here I have 0 hundreds, and here I have 300s. So I know my answer will be less than. Let's try one more like that. So here's my next problem. I have 700,000, 8,000s, 200s, 3 1s, and I want to compare that to 708,230. Remember, the very first step when you see unit form is to put it in standard form. Use a place value chart. They're great tools, okay? Here I have 700,000. 8,000. I don't see any 10,000, so I'm going to put my 0 there. 8,000. 200. 3 1s. Once it's in standard form, it becomes a regular comparison problem. Here I have 708, 708. 200s, 200s. 3 10s, 0 10s. My answer is simple. It's less than. That's it for this video. You'll have a few more questions at the end of this. Good luck. Work hard. Also, if you finish early, you still have Zearn, and you still have other videos to get done.